Welcome to the Impact Plaza Network channel. Thank you for listening to our messages. Our aim is to empower the youth community, especially young men, from a biblical worldview and mentor them to become agents of change. Today, we will continue with the series we started last week. This series is inspired by Stephen Covey's work, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Covey's framework is a roadmap for character development comprising 3 stages. We discussed stage number 1 last week, where I shared 3 components when it comes to your private victory. Number 1, your personal responsibility. Number 2, self-management. And number 3, transitioning from dependence to independence. Today, we will explore stage number 2, the public victory, which encompasses effective interpersonal relationships, collaboration, and success with others. Next week, we will wrap up with stage number 3, the renewal stage, where we will discuss improvement and self-renewal in all aspects of our lives. Now, I plead you to listen attentively, for in understanding these principles lies the key to unlocking your potential. I will share today 3 stories, 4 keys, and some final thoughts. Story number 1. In the streets of Montgomery, Alabama, a weary woman boarded a city bus after a long day of work. A quiet but determined African-American woman who had long grown tired of the injustices inflicted upon her people. Across the country, in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, a young preacher stood before his congregation, his voice ringing out with conviction and passion. Inspired by his father's dedication to the fight for equality, he had dedicated his life to bringing about change through nonviolent means. Rosa Parks and Martin Luther King's path will cross soon, their destinies entwined in the struggle for justice. When Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat on that Montgomery bus, she sparked a fire that will ignite a movement. The Montgomery bus boycott will become a turning point in the fight against segregation. Together, Dr. King and Parks, along with countless others, challenged the oppressive systems of segregation and discrimination that had long plagued their communities. Despite facing threats, violence, and intimidation, they remain resolute in their pursuit of justice, and their efforts will not be in vain. The Montgomery bus boycott will ultimately lead to the desegregation of public transportation in the city, a small but significant victory in the larger battle for equality. Story number 2. In the city of Adams, Massachusetts, was a young woman moved with purpose. Born into a Quaker family in the year 1820, her upbringing instilled in her a fervent belief in justice and equality. From a tender age, Susan Anthony was drawn to the plight of the marginalized, her voice echoing through the street as she championed the cause of abolition and social reform. Across the state, in the quiet town of Johnston, was another woman. Born into privilege, she was educated beyond the confines of her gender, her mind hungry for knowledge and justice. Witnessing firsthand the constraint imposed upon the women, Elizabeth Stanton felt a stirring within her, a desire to challenge the status quo and demand equality for all. Susan and Elizabeth's path will cross in the year 1851, an unexpected meeting that will change the course of history. United by a shared passion for women's rights, Susan and Elizabeth forged a bond that will withstand the test of time. Together, they will become the driving force behind the women's suffrage movement in the United States. Together, they founded the National Women Suffrage Association, a powerhouse of activism and advocacy. But their journey was not without its trials. Faced with opposition and scorn, Susan and Elizabeth stood tall, their resolve unshakable. And in 1920, their efforts bore fruit with the passage of the 19th Amendment to the United States Constitution, granting women the right to vote. Their legacy lives on in the heart of women everywhere, a testament to the power of perseverance, passion, and partnership. Story number 3. From the shores of Galilee to the streets of Jerusalem, Jesus gathered around him a diverse band of followers, fishermen, tax collectors, and zealots alike. Despite their differences, they were united by a common purpose: to spread the message of love and redemption to all who will listen. Together, they traveled from village to village, preaching the good news and performing miracles that defied explanation. In the marketplace, Jesus healed the sick and comforted the downtrodden. But Jesus knew that his mission will require more than just his own efforts. He understood the power of collaboration, the strength that comes from working together towards a common goal. And so he empowered his followers to carry on his work, to continue spreading the message of love and grace long after he was gone. Armed with faith and fueled by love, the disciples set out to fulfill their mission. They preached the gospel to the ends of the earth, facing persecution and hardship with unwavering resolve. And through their collaboration and their commitment to the cause, they transformed the world forever. Each one of these stories fundamentally underscores the importance of relationships, collaboration, and successful partnerships for the betterment of society. Now, 4 keys you can engage to be victorious in society. Key number 1: seek first to understand, then to be understood. Proverbs 18 verse 13 says, "The one who gives an answer before he listens, this is foolishness and disgrace for him." This verse reminds us of the importance of active listening and understanding before jumping to conclusions or expressing our own viewpoints. When we take the time to truly understand others' perspectives, we build trust, respect, and stronger connections. So the next time you're in conversation, remember to listen with your ears, your eyes, and your heart. Key number 2: embrace collaboration. Ecclesiastes 4, chapter 9 to 10 tells us, "Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their effort. For if either falls, his companion can lift him up. But pity the one who falls without another to lift him up. Collaboration is at the heart of achieving great things. When we work together with others, we combine our strengths, perspectives, and resources to accomplish more than we could alone. Let's embrace collaboration in our friendships, our families, our communities, and beyond. Together, we can accomplish remarkable things. Key number 3, succeeding with others. Our third key is about seeking success through collaboration and win-win solutions. Philippians 2 verse 3-4 advises us that do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interests, but each of you to the interests of the others. Success is not just about personal achievement. It is about lifting others up along the way. When we prioritize the well-being and success of those around us, we create a ripple effect of positivity and abundance. Key number 4, practice gratitude and empathy. Lastly, let's remember to practice gratitude and empathy in our interactions with others. Colossians 3 verse 12 encourages us. It says, therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. When we approach others with gratitude for their presence in our lives and empathy for their experiences, we deepen our connections and create a more compassionate world. Now that we've explored these keys to effectively navigating life in society, here is your call to action. Number 1, practice active listening in your conversations today. Seek to understand before seeking to be understood. Number 2, look for opportunities to collaborate with others on projects, initiatives, or simply in offering support. Number 3, approach success with a mindset of shared achievement, seeking win-win solutions that benefit everyone involved. Number 4, cultivate gratitude and empathy in your interactions, recognizing the value and humanity in each person you encounter. To conclude, Mother Teresa once said, "None of us, including me, ever do great things, but we can all do small things with great love, and together we can do something wonderful." Let us go forth with open hearts, open minds, and a commitment to building stronger, more meaningful relationships every day. If you've got value from this message, subscribe, like, and share. Also, let us know in the comments your feedback. It does help us focus on what adds value to you. For more insightful nuggets on The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey and other topics, click on the link in the description. Until we meet next week, be blessed and go impact your world.